You want a sea hunter, right? And then Steve will have a sea hunter, correct?
Yeah, we'll do that.
¿Cuántas libras de plomo se pondrán ellos?
Keep going in now. Which one do you want? ¿Cómo tú prendes?
That one's a sea hunter right there. I think that's it. That one's a sea hunter and that one's a sea hunter.
Oh, the fancy one, huh?
Brian and I are in the Dominican Republic to observe a treasure recovery operation that is using Garrett detectors. I can't wait because I've been a scuba diver for 30 years. I've made a number of dives on wrecks, but most were just for fun. This will be the real deal, as we're joining up with the Deep Blue Passion modern-day treasure hunters team to see them at work. Once we made it to Rio San Juan, we had time to hit the local beach to do a little testing. I did some saltwater hunting with the new ATX, and also got in a little time with my AT Pro. The next morning, we made our way out to the Carly Ann, a 77-foot, 88-ton recovery vessel that serves as the command center for the dive teams. Captain Billy Rawson gave us info on the treasures they've been finding.
Through the 3 years we worked on this wreck, we found a lot of this gold leaf stuff. It's kind of just a foil. It's, you know, I don't know. It's hard to believe that they made such a thing way back then, but the one piece that I found online is like a nose piece, and it has jade, and on the bottom it has all these little gold leaves hanging from it. So I don't know if this would have been part of something like that, or there's a possibility the uniforms of the captains of the Spanish had something like this, you know, and it does kind of look like it would be maybe on the shoulder.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but because the other gold foil leaf
Kind of bezel it or something.
yeah, that I'm positive is Mayan. This is similar to that. See, there's even some kind of a hammer mark in there. These little
Very thin.
U-shaped things.
And it makes it almost look like scales.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it has the holes punched in it. And then when you find this stuff, it looks like maybe an old cigarette wrapper laying there. But you know, I dug that. You can see it's still attached to the. I mean, that's been laying on the ocean floor for 470 years until I come along.
There's some coins there.
These are what we're finding. These are incredibly in great shape. So you'll get a coin that's, we call it cookie.
Is that a real?
That's a 4 real.
4 real.
But this had been cleaned some. And then very well in this cookie, there could be a coin in its great condition. But what happens is these coins are in the sand by themselves, and you can just find them, and they've probably...
Which mint was this one?
Mexico.
Mexico City.
So, but these ones were associated with an iron spike, which I think the iron spike sort of took the electrolysis away and ate the spike up instead of going after the coin. When you open this up, a lot of times you'll just find something actually as thin as that.
One of the shipwrecks they're working now is believed to have been lost in the 1500s during a hurricane. It sits in shallow water right near a modern iron wreck. The Spanish wreck was found by a pile of ballast stones and an iron cannon. But since then, the dive teams have brought up plenty of coins, pottery, cannonballs, and other artifacts. From the Carly Ann, we loaded our gear and headed out on the 40-foot dive boat Lady Laura, which was perfectly suited for operating in the shallow water site off the northern coast of the Dominican Republic.
We're going to the Preciosa dive site. That way.
Oh, that's good nautical directions.
Yeah.
That way.
North or south or east or west?
North, south, east, west, that way.
All right. Follow the coast.
The recovery crews are working under a contract with the government, and each day of diving is done under close supervision. Once we arrive, we gear up and get ready to go overboard with our sea hunters and infiniums. Once below, we set to work scanning for metal targets. There's no visual evidence of the Spanish wreck, but our detectors tell us that pieces from the 16th century vessel still remain. We scan the coral crevices and the open sand. In some places, we get hits where the sand is really deep. Luckily, the Lady Laura is equipped with excavation tools called airlifts. High-volume air compressors create a vacuum effect for sucking out the sand and loose materials through PVC pipes. Some days are better than others. We didn't hit the mother lode this day, but we did find some treasure. We found iron ship spikes, Spanish reals, lead artifacts, and even a cannonball. Captain Billy's team continues to work this and other wrecks in the DR using Garrett Sea Hunter and Infinium detectors. Sometimes you get to leave with cool artifacts. This time, everything stays behind to be logged in by the government officials. But we do get to leave with some pretty cool memories of wreck diving on a real Spanish treasure ship. Now that's priceless.